Picture this. A president declares a national emergency, not over a war or a pandemic, but over imported steel. That's exactly what Donald Trump did when he slapped tariffs on billions in goods. The legal foundation? A 1977 law called the IEEPA. It gives presidents sweeping power during emergencies, but here's the twist. Was this really an emergency or just a political maneuver dressed up as one? The courts are now being asked to decide where emergency power ends and overreach begins. And yeah, that's a way bigger deal than just trade policy. Let me explain something that sounds like it came straight out of a constitutional law textbook, the Major Questions Doctrine. It's a legal yardstick the Supreme Court uses to say, hey, this decision is too big for a single person or agency. Congress needs to spell it out. Trump's tariffs, they might just qualify. This doctrine has already been used to rein in federal agencies under Biden, and now it's circling back to challenge Trump's claim to solo tariff authority. If the court says these tariffs are of vast economic and political significance, and let's be honest, they are, Trump's legal foundation could crack wide open. Trump called the day his tariffs kicked in Liberation Day, a bold, dramatic branding move. But for small businesses and global trade partners, it felt more like a shackle than freedom. The core issue? Can one man, even the president, declare a national economic threat and start reshaping global trade? The lower courts have started to push back. One even called the idea of unlimited tariff power flat out unconstitutional, but for now those tariffs are still in place thanks to an appeals court stay. It's a legal limbo that could turn into a landmark decision if the Supreme Court steps in. This case isn't just about Trump's policies, it's about every president who follows. If the Supreme Court rules in his favor, it could hand future presidents a blank check to reshape the economy whenever they want, just by declaring an emergency. On the other hand, a ruling against him might put a hard stop on decades of presidential power creep. Think about that. We're not just talking steel and aluminum anymore. We're talking checks and balances, the heartbeat of the Constitution. And for Congress, this might finally be the wake-up call to reclaim some of its authority on trade. This isn't just legal theater, it's a constitutional drama with real economic consequences. Businesses are watching, lawmakers are watching. Even international trade partners are nervously eyeing the U.S. to see whether its trade policy is dictated by law or by one person's definition of a crisis. If these tariffs are struck down, expect ripple effects across markets and legislation alike. If they're upheld, the presidency might just get a little more imperial. Either way, the Supreme Court isn't just ruling on tariffs, it's ruling on the balance of power itself.